All right, cool. Hans Timmerstone here with my guy, Eimantas Stanionis. How you feeling today, man?
Good, good. Thank you. Everything is good.
All right, man. Fans don't really like it when you fly under the radar, man. Like we don't really like that too much, man. Why exactly do you like to kind of stay out of the limelight? You're not really on social media too much. Why you just like kind of having time to yourself a little bit?
No, after the last fight, I took time off a little bit. I got baby, so
Mm.
it was like new experience. Everything is new. I want to be like a good father. It's not like I get a kid and I go there, I do this. I want to be part of family because I never had like I had only mother. So it's like I want to have like good. I want to be a good parent. Good husband and that's what I like, what I enjoy, and it's to keep my mind, after last fight, what happened, to be, I don't know how to say, on the right track.
Okay. Well, first off, congratulations on the baby, man. Usually, but like I hear a lot of people because I don't have any kids yet, but people usually say once they have a kid, like their focus just goes to another level. Like they want to provide so much to their kid. Do you feel the same way?
Yeah, of course, you need to have to understand this thing because
Mhm.
also before the fight, everybody asked me because my wife's supposed to get a baby like when I was in fight week, any day.
Yeah.
So it was delayed, so I was lucky to be in the labor, everything. So yeah, they asked me the question how it feels like, how's the motivation, but when you haven't seen the kid, the baby, it's nothing. But when I saw it, yeah, it's everything changed, clicked, and yeah.
Gotcha. Let's talk about your recent fight. You just took on a guy, and his name is so hard to pronounce, man. But it's Jubalani
My
Magni.
hands.
Yeah. So, obviously you won a really wide decision against him. And it was also in Lithuania, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah. Yes, yes.
So how exactly did you feel going into that fight? What did you kind of grade your performance, man? It was a wide decision win. Only two judges only had him winning one round, and the third judge had him winning no round. So how
Yeah, yeah, of course, of course. It was like, it was in my hometown, in my home country. Everybody came, like 10,000 people came to support me. So, yeah, it was amazing. It was my first camp, like in Lithuania. Yeah, it was everything different, a lot of pressure. My mom came, to see me fight first time. My wife, was the fans, you don't want to let anybody down. So yeah, it was good experience and good comeback fight because Mackenzie was like ranked highly, so it was okay. It wasn't like the best performance. I don't know. It was okay.
But I saw the video. I watched the fight, and like I saw you like going into the fight, like on video and stuff, and you didn't look like a guy that felt like any pressure. Your ring walk, you were smiling, laughing. I'm like, dude, I ain't never seen Stanionis this happy before. So like what was that all about? Was it because you seen so many people you know in the crowd?
Yes, and it's everybody came to support me. A lot of fans show me the love. Like I said, it was like 10 or 12,000 people who came to see me. So, I promised my fans. I said I always fight in US like 4 a.m., 5 a.m., and everybody wakes up. So I promised the fight in Lithuania. So I get this, and I was happy. Everything was. I always slept at my house. Then I went straight to the arena, get a fight. The one thing was like what I didn't like. I supposed to fight around 11
Mhm.
or 11:30, but I fought at like 1 a.m. So it was like crazy. It was, yeah, a lot of fights went to distance, so that's why.
Gotcha. Let me ask you this. What did your loss against Jaron Ennis teach you about yourself? I feel like that's such a corny question because like I feel like everybody asks that, but did it teach you something about yourself, man?
Nobody asked me this because I haven't gave any interviews after my last fight. So
Gotcha.
yeah, it was tough day, tough day in the office. I wasn't prepared for that,
Mm.
honestly. it wasn't my day. I wasn't sharp. My everything was off that day. It's what can be worse. That day was everything worse, you know.
Yeah.
So what they teach me, I don't know. It's just my corner. I always told that if I go on my shield. I don't want to be stopped. Like I don't want to have any like towels in my corner. Nothing.
Mm.
I know it sounds like it's tough sport, you know, but I felt like shit. Honestly, I don't want to lose like that. And I saw also myself in the corner. I wasn't responding, but I was in the fight. That's for sure. You know, I was just thinking about the next round, what they can do, because I got draw first time, and I was like, okay, I'll do this, I'll do that. And Marvin was telling something that you don't need this, you don't need that, and I'm like, I was just thinking about the next round, honestly. And then they stopped the fight, and I was like, I was thinking I can argue with that and show, oh, go away, you know, do this, push my coach or something. What I was thinking, it's done. What I can do, it's you will not turn the clock back. So I was like, okay, this happened. I was like crying a lot in the shower
Mm.
because it was tough on me because I never wanted to be like this, never in my life. I always watch Mexican fighters, you know, it's like it's not a bad, it's not a good look when like they stop you on the stool. And if I would be like battered from the round one, like like Ennis would smash me to the pieces, then yeah, of course, sometimes corner needs to make the decision, you know. But I was good. I was bleeding. I got sinus, you know. Before the fight, I told even my cutman, I said, "Be prepared because I will bleed from the nose a lot." I felt like a lot of muscles in my nose. I said, "Just be prepared," and I knew I will bleed, but it's just blood, nothing. It's like you know, it's like all good.
Was Jaron maybe even better than you thought he was?
No, he was just very sharp. That's he's accurate. That's what I can say
Mm.
about the fight. He's really accurate. That's what I can say. That's maybe I wasn't thinking that he can be so sharp, but he was like sharp, like accurate, very accurate. His punch resistance, you know, didn't waste any shots.